This is Irene. This video will be short and sweet. I'm going to talk about where my feelings lie with Kavanaugh as a Supreme Court nominee, people's issues with him, and what I think of all of those things. So first and foremost, I can understand why liberals pretty much hate his guts. If he takes the chair, he will make the Supreme Court the most conservative it has been since the 30s. This is a huge issue for liberals. A lot of things could be overturned, and I don't love all of his positions, but some of them I'm really for. For example, he's for minimum gun control. I am too. I feel that people should be armed. I do not think that the military, the government, and the police and such should be the only ones with weapons. He even goes as far as to say there are some semi-automatic weapons that should not be outlawed, and I completely agree. We not only need weapons, we need weapons that have force. We need to be able to protect ourselves against enemies, foreign and domestic, at all times. I think this is very important that we don't lose those freedoms. With that said, I don't stand with him on his environmental takes. Honestly, he had a ruling of his overturned by the Supreme Court, a lawsuit dealing with the EPA. He is very much pro-corporation, pro-business, not so much pro-people and worker and individual. And I do have a problem with that. As a woman that worked with corporate America, worked with successful business owners, worked with a man who was the head of one of the biggest lobbying powers in the country, in Washington, I know that they don't care about you. I know what the common rhetoric is. If we just give businesses free rein and don't charge them too many taxes, they'll do the right thing. The market will correct it. That is not the case. If they are not forced to do something legally, and I watch this because I played cleanup for violations. I played the middlewoman for violations with the state and the city. They will not do it. They will not do it. They will pay the least amount of money possible. They will cut the most corners possible. They will do everything possible to keep their bottom line where they want it to be. They are not thinking about people when they make these decisions. I can say that from personal experience with many, many, many millionaires, people who are worth billions, on paper. And I have to tell you, you guys are very, very mistaken about how these people think. They don't care about the average person, the little man. They are thinking about things from a corporate perspective, and corporations are designed to keep their shareholders happy and make money, not to work for the common good. So Kavanaugh's stance on corporate regulation is something that I don't support. With that said, something that I'm willing to just totally not care about the environment for and fight for is that we could possibly overturn Roe versus Wade. And I think this is hugely important. Abortion is disgusting. It's an atrocity. It allows people to not be accountable for their behavior. I think it encourages promiscuity, because when you can just kill a baby, you're more likely to know, I can just take, a morning after pill. I can just get an abortion. I can just do these things. It is disgusting, and I'm not for it, and it needs to be overturned. So that one thing alone is enough to allow me to overlook the things about him that I don't like. That and gun control, those two things are really big for me. Now, with that said, I do recognize that Trump is holding 100,000 documents pertaining to Kavanaugh. They're from the Bush administration, and there's no reason that I can see that our president would hold them, other than that it could be damaging or sway people one way or the other in their desire to elect him. That is a strategic move. It's legal. It's for our president to make. I think the document should be released, because I do think the American people and our representatives should be able to look at a situation in its entirety and make a decision. But with that said, I can't take qualms with something that's not illegal. And this is so important. Everything that's done doesn't have to be things that we like. If it's legal, it is what it is sometimes. And this is one of those situations. I know people have been throwing up the contrast with when the Obama administration justice went up for chair, that Obama eventually did, release those records. But you know what? Trump's not Obama. So there we go. Anyway, that's pretty much where I stand on this. Like I said, this video is going to be short and sweet. It's under 5 minutes. I'd love to hear what you think. I'll talk to you guys later.